covering the Central Coast. This is KION News Channel 46 at 5 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight here for KION News at 5. I'm Veronica Macias. We know that there was an unexpected attack on deputies at the Monterey County Jail this past weekend. Tonight, we're learning how it happened as the accused 5 inmates involved were in court today. KION's Dania Romero reporting for us live outside the courthouse. Dania. Thank you, Dania. We also are told that drugs were later found in the unit after that attack happened. The inmates are now facing charges related to the discovery of those drugs as well. Tonight, taking you to the city of Watsonville here, now considering what to do with one of its runways after the FAA says visibility issues make it mostly unsafe to use. The safety issue is regarding the runway visibility here for pilots flying in and out of that airport. The question for council members tonight is if they want to get rid of the runway entirely or possibly shorten it. There's also an option here to shorten it for now and get rid of it over time. But whatever decision they make is an ongoing process. So we know that the city, whether they choose to shorten or close the runway, that could have an impact on nearby housing development being considered at Buena Vista or Freedom Boulevard and Green Valley out there. Right now, taking a look outside, we're going to go to Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca, who's joining us today. Welcome back, Dan.
Thanks, Veronica. We are really enjoying some very nice weather after a pretty good stormy stretch.
It's been warm.
Yeah, it's been nice. Temperatures have been warm. Conditions have been dry. We have more of that in the forecast, at least for a couple more days.
Sounds good, Dan. Thank you.
You bet.
The city of Salina is close to appointing a new city manager. It's possible that an announcement will come at tonight's council meeting. Rene Mendez could take the role here as early as late May. He's currently Watsonville city manager, and he was appointed back in 2022. He also has served in a similar role for the city of Gonzales. According to the city, Mendez can earn an annual base salary of $300,000 if appointed. Meanwhile, Jim Pia has been serving as interim city manager for months now. He took over when Steve Kerrigan was fired by council back in October. Not long after that, Salinas Police Chief Roberto Felice announced that he would be leaving. Now, if appointed, Mendez would have the task of finding a new chief of police for the city of Salinas. Congress now requesting documents from UC Berkeley surrounding its anti-Semitism investigation on campus. The House Education Committee wants the school to turn in the documents by early April. The committee's chair cited the school's, quote, failure to protect Jewish students. It also referenced a list of incidents since the October 7th Hamas terror attack on Israel. The committee has previously requested documents from Harvard University, Columbia, MIT, and the University of Pennsylvania. Staying on national news tonight, state bans and restrictions on abortion sought to decrease how often they happen. However, 2 new reports suggesting that the focus on access might be leading to an increase. More than 1 million abortions were performed last year, the highest rate in over a decade. There was also a 10% increase between 2020 and 2023. Another report, meanwhile, indicating that medications accounted for almost 2/3 of abortions last year. The Supreme Court is expected to hear a case about the drug mifepristone, which some physicians say was rushed into approval. Meanwhile, abortion battles continue at the state and federal level. Online sales for the U.S.'s first over-the-counter birth control pill started just yesterday. Former President Donald Trump and President Biden are expected to sweep their primaries scheduled today. Skylar Henry reports tonight as Biden tries to court voters out west. Closer to home here, taking you to Hollister, the location for the new Hollister High School has been narrowed down to an area on the edge of the city. According to San Benito High School District Superintendent, the new school was approved to be built along Wright Road across from Abraham Road, and this is video of what it looks like currently. A lot of farmland in that area. It's a property almost 50 acres in size. That was purchased for a total of $2.23 million. The district says they'll get community feedback next on the site. What is he saying? School children here across San Benito County, they had a chance to join in the fun for this year's Farm Day. Around 1,000 third graders here up to Volado Park Fairgrounds, each testing their skills as a farmer here, many being exposed to these farm animals for the very first time. Sounds like a fun day. Coming up in our next half hour, we're going to hear from the children themselves celebrating Farm Day over in San Benito County. Tonight in your consumer alert for you, mistakes on your credit report could affect you if you're going to get approved for a home loan, that auto loan. After the break, we explain how you can catch those mistakes and what you have to do in order to fix them, and how spring cleaning can reduce your stress level. Roll up your sleeves, clean that house. It'll make you feel better. Right now, taking a live look from our Mount Toro camera in Salinas, looking beautiful again out there. A little colder today, I think. We're going to check with Dan when we come back after this break to get your full weather forecast. Stay with us right here on KION News at 5.